God, so putting God number one in our lives. And prioritizing God, so when you ask yourself, what does it mean? It means making him the foundation of our lives, placing him first in all our thoughts, in all our actions, and all the decisions we make. So we know we live in a world, there's so many distractions. You have work, you have relationships, you have family, you have your ambitions, and even the stuff that we stress about in our day-to-day life. And it's easy to put God second or at the bottom of the list unintentionally. But the Bible also, we need to understand the Bible calls us to something higher, to put God first in everything we do. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 says, "But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you." Jesus is reminding us here that when we make God our priority, everything else falls into place. It's not that our needs don't matter, it's that God knows what we need, and when we put him first, he provides. A prime example of a person prioritizing God in the Bible is Abraham. When God called Abraham to leave his homeland in Genesis 12, he obeyed immediately, even without knowing where he was going. Also in Genesis 22, God tested Abraham by asking him to sacrifice his promised son Isaac. Abraham didn't delay or argue. He got up early the next morning and obeyed, trusting that God would provide and raise his son from the dead. Abraham's life shows us that putting God first means trusting him completely and prioritizing him. We should follow his lead and trust he will provide. Sometimes the same way God put Abraham in an uncomfortable position, God will take us out of our comfortable zone and put us somewhere where we don't want to do, so put us in a position where we don't want to be. It could be anything. It could be even standing up here, worshipping. God always wants to use what's in us, but that doesn't mean we're going to be comfortable in what we are. He's always going to drag us out of it. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 4, it says, "For we speak as messengers approved by God to be entrusted with the good news. Our purpose is to please God, not people. He alone is the one that examines our hearts. And as we live to please God, he promises to bless our lives and make us prosper. When we decide to serve God with our whole heart and make him first in our life, our souls will prosper and our joy and peace will increase." And also in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7, it says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." God knows the struggles we face day to day. He knows what's in our hearts and he knows what we struggle with. It could be coming to church, praying and stuff like that. But the minute we put him first is the minute where it all disappears and it's just us and him. And that's when we have a true relationship. And prioritizing God doesn't mean coming to church every Sunday. It means having that one-on-one connection with him. How close are you to your God? If you call, is he going to answer you? Will you get what you need? And that's what I want to say. God bless you guys.